Okay, so today I'm going to be reviewing Makeup Forever's Matte Velvet Plus. I've seen loads of people using this on YouTube and it always looked amazing and I wanted to try it. And my Gosh foundation kind of started to run out and I thought I'm going to splash the cash because I've got a wedding coming up, and I thought if this looks as good on me as it does on other people, then yaldi, I'm using that for the wedding. So I forgot to film my intro and actually went out and walked around in the rain, so this doesn't look as good as it could have done, but I still think it looks pretty good. So anyway, this is just a wee intro bit. My official opinion will be at the end of the day when we see how well this has lasted. But I had to buy it on eBay. It cost me about £30, which is a lot. I mean, that was including the postage, but still a lot. I mean, I pay about £8 for this and there's 5ml more in this. So, yikes. My first impressions from using this, I tried a little bit on my hand last night, was it's a lot thinner than I thought it was going to be. So, yeah, and first impressions when I took it out of the box was, God, that's a tiny bottle. But then, I mean, it's not actually that much shorter than that one, and it's a bit fatter, really, so whatever. So I chose shade 15. I'd kind of been looking at different shade charts like Centelia's foundation matrix, and I'd had a look at these when I was in New York a few years ago now actually, so I did have a vague idea, which is why I was okay with buying over the internet without swatching it. And I think I've done quite good on the shade matching. So yeah, the next thing you're going to see is a barefaced me putting this on, seeing how it applies, seeing how much I need kind of thing. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. Bye! Okay, so let's get going with hiding my skin. As you can see, I'm having a bit of a bad moment, skin wise, and yeah, bags under my eyes as well. So as ever, for prepping my skin, I've used Max Oil Control Moisturiser, Oil Control Lotion, and the Witch Primer. I've got a little bit of the MAC Prime stuff for, what's it called, skin fine treatment thing, but I'm actually running out of that, so there's hardly any of it at all. So brush today, I'm going to use this Illamasqua one. It's a bit denser. It's just I was watching Makeup by Tiffany and she was saying about using a dense brush to really buff your foundation and sometimes helps it stay. Because I have oily skin, I do end up with a bit of my foundation being absent at the end of the day. So I'm just going to put some of this out onto the back of my hand. I get the feeling this is one of those foundations you don't use a whole lot of, so I'm going to start with a really tiny amount. It doesn't really smell of much, that's kind of a good thing. I don't really like it when my makeup smells. So I'm going to zoom in and we'll get started. I can't say whether it was looking at my camera, which is out of focus, which is annoying. And I'll stop and see if we go into focus. There we go, focus, that's good. Okay, so the tiny dot I've done on my chin seems to have pretty much covered that. A little bit more on my cheeks. I think I'll be squirting out a bit more from the bottle than I had. Okay. Trial and error. I'd rather add more to my hand than squirt out loads of it and waste it, so. I quite like this brush for foundation. As much as I love my 187s for speed and stuff, this is great for getting in about the side of your nose, and it seems to get a better coverage out of your foundation, because I tried it with my normal foundation the other day. So if you have the time for a special occasion or whatever, this brush is going to give you really, really, really nice coverage. And a nice finish. Okay, and all that's left, I'm just going to dot over the particularly bad areas on the skin. Okay, so as you can see, you get pretty good coverage. I'm going to go over my under eyes with my concealer, but I would always have done that anyway. So yeah, I'll be back, I guess, at the end of the day. I'm just going to finish up the rest of my makeup, concealer and powder. I'm just using some silica powder that I got off of eBay at the moment. So I will come back at the end of the day and I will let you know. I'm really happy with the colour match I got actually. I got number 15. So yeah, anyway, I'll be back at the end of the day. I'm off to film a tutorial now. Bye! Okay, so I went and done my concealer and all that stuff and filmed this tutorial, which is a bit fun. I thought I'd better come back and show you the finished face look, so that you kind of know what it's hopefully going to look like at the end of the day and have a compare and contrast. So at the moment it is, what time is it? It's 11:15. So we'll see what it looks like at the end of the day, how well this lasts up. And I'm really, really hoping it lasts up because I spent way too much money on it. And so, yeah, back in a bit. Okay, so it's now the end of today-ish. It's now 8:30. And as you can see, my foundation's okay. It's not brilliant. You still can't see. I mean, I still look pretty even in there. My little spots and things are starting to show through. I had a couple of kind of like whiteheads that came up, which is making me worry I might be a little bit allergic to this, the same way I was with MAC foundation. It's a bit gutting when I spent that much money on it. Ignore the eye makeup, it's a bit smudgy. I've been out in the rain too much. But do you know, I think it's still definitely better than my Gosh one is. I'm not sure it's enough better to spend the money, but I definitely think I've got quite a good amount of coverage left. I would prefer to have a bit more with spots and things, but generally during the day I'm touching up with my mineralized skin finish, which adds a bit of coverage, which I haven't really done today. If I've been a bit shiny, I've went over with my kabuki brush just because there's tiny bits of powder on that from setting it in the morning, just to take down the worst of it. But I'll zoom in. So I mean, as you can see, my nose, there's not a whole lot of coverage left. You can see my redness and the shininess of my actual skin, so it's not really that matte. You can see all my spots and things that came through. So it looks okay from a distance. I'm not sure I'd want anyone taking HD pictures of me. And yeah. So again, make your own mind up. I mean, you've seen me applying it, you've seen how it looks when it's just been applied, and now you see how it looks at the end of a day. Although, as I said, I've been out in the rain twice because I went round to shops and I went round to my friend Bazzy's because I've got to go to my cousin's, I'm going to my cousin's wedding. I want to go to my cousin's wedding and he's going to be feeding the ratties for me while I'm away. So the frizzy here that's going on here is also from the rain because I wasn't using an umbrella, I was using my hoodie. So yeah, and I guess I'll see you guys later. Leave your own opinions of this foundation if you've used it. If you want, leave recommendations of other ones that are good for oily skin, do good pale colours and are animal friendly. So, because I'm always looking, everybody's always looking for the Holy Grail foundation, aren't they? I was just really hoping this would be it because it seems to be for so many other people on YouTube. But now I'm going to go and pack my bags because I am not at all organised and I need to go home tomorrow and then we're driving down on Friday morning. So I need to be packed to go home tomorrow. Yay! Packing's my favourite thing ever! I'll see you guys later, bye.